Hello, I'm Fred Medell, Head of Marketing for Tamiya America. Behind the camera is Tony Phelan, Tamiya America's website coordinator. Over the weekend, we had the opportunity to track test the new TA08 PRO at Cal Raceway, located in Orange, California. Check out our previous videos for the unboxing of the kit and our overview of the finished build. With that said, let's talk about our track day with the TA08 PRO. First, I want to make it perfectly clear. The TA08 PRO was built exactly per the instructions for the first track day. What does this mean? It means every setting can be set was put to the measurement specified in the manual. Shock oil, the included Tamiya yellow 400 weight was used. Diff gear oil, the kit includes 3,000 and 100,000 weight diff oil. 100 was used for the front and 3,000 weight oil was used for the rear. Yes, the 08 comes with a front and rear oil sealed gear diff. Camber settings, shock angle, and droop settings were all set to the manual instructions. I can't stress this enough. Always build any Tamiya on-road machine per the manual settings. If it's 50 millimeters, it's 50 millimeters for like whatever it tells you to do. Our designers in Japan work very hard to provide a neutral handling car with its box settings, with hints in the back of the manual as to what basic changes we'll do later on. So again, always try the car box stock, then begin to make one change at a time to always learn what changes do. Always try the box setup first. One last thing before we talk about what we learned on our track day. The car I drove was built to full Tamiya TCS-Spec. That's Tamiya Championship Series specification. GT2 class with everything included. What does this mean? It means I used a Reedy 17.5 fixed timing motor, pre-mounted Solaris 36R tires, and a Tamiya GT2 legal body, which for testing purposes was the Rikiri GT complemented with the optional Tamiya high-top first wing and aluminum wing mount. The final drive gear ratio for this track and motor was set to 4.22. To get this gear ratio, I installed a 96 tooth, 64 pitch gear and used a 42 tooth pinion. For the battery power, I used the Reedy 6000 mAh zapper, both in standard size and low center of gravity. Tony's car was outfitted with the same body and wing, but he tried the house tires and open timing R1 Works 17.5 motor. Let's discuss what we learned. First, wow, we were frankly impressed. The 08 PRO performed very well. The car exhibited a nimble feel and it was very consistent around the track. Cal Raceway is a track with many off-camber turns and some minor bumps, but without fail, the 08 absorbed everything, as you'll see with the on-track footage to follow. When you're having a blast, testing and playing with the toy, there never seems to be enough time in the day to try everything you want to try. We did have enough time to try one option part and one included adjustment feature in the car. That was the optional sway bar set and the active toe adjustment feature found on the 08. The 08 comes with active toe adjustment. It's a feature that's been tried by the RC car industry for several years, and the 08 has this feature right out of the box. Simply put, the feature allows the rear tire toe-in angle to increase or decrease under suspension compression. How does this work? Well, unlike the TA07 or previous generations of cars, the rear of the 08 uses steering knuckles instead of a traditional hub carrier. In the case of the 08, it uses the steering knuckles used in the front for both the front and rear of the car. Fun fact, the steering knuckles are the same ones used on the TRF420 and the TRF419 suspension upgrade set. Link in the description. Next up, we install the optional front and rear sway bar set. By installing the sway bar set, the car will be less likely to roll over under high-speed corners and increasing track conditions. As Tony learned the hard way, as traction increased, his car became increasingly susceptible, try that word 10 times fast, to rolling over. When he slightly touched the curbing of the track or steered too fast in a tight turn, Tony rolled over. By installing the optional sway bar set, the car will roll less and will exhibit tighter steering and cornering. Let's take a close look at some on-track action of the TA08 PRO. Well, that's all we have for you today, boys and girls, in this video. We hope you found this video informative. We had a blast testing the latest creation from our talented designers. The kit is scheduled to be available in late June. In the meantime, our next outing with the 08 will be at our next local club race over at Cal Raceway this coming weekend. We're going to see what kind of fun we can have with our cars in full race trim. We're sure to learn more on the 08's potential, which we'll share in follow-up videos. Thanks for watching. Please make sure to like the video, make sure to subscribe, as you will be notified when our next video is posted. Thanks again, everybody. See you in the next one.